We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we are seriously going live now.
All right. Um, check it out though. The app. I mean, it's worth it. The only thing I don't like about the app is from what I'm looking at, you got to bid on it or some crap. Check it out though. The app. So if you take the gig, they take they. The only thing I don't like about the app is from what I'm looking at, you got to bid on it or some crap.
You got double play, Square.
If you take the gig, they take.
I'm gonna turn off the. You guys hear it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got double play, Square.
Yeah. So let me see how I do this. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You hear the double play?
No, you just muted to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But we should still be good as far as the recording or whatever. We'll find out. So we got said, and that's the thing about YouTube. You will only show if you are showing your video. If you got your camera turned off, you will not show. So turn your cameras on, and let me make sure that you pop in. That's one thing I found out about the YouTube things before.
Did I pop in?
We're gonna see here. Yep. As soon as you turn on the cameras, you pop in. You popped in. The mic popped in. Okay. Swerve, try yours.
Swerve, you got no choice, bro. You don't have to talk.
I don't know why he like to hide, man.
You know?
I'm in the studio. I was putting on the. I want to see if I see y'all from the live portion of YouTube. I'm turning on now.
Yeah, bro.
And let me know if you hear the sound. If you guys are on your YouTubes, let me know if you guys hear the sound and how that all goes.
I'm gonna check it out on my end. Let me go and see.
I'm about to put myself and check myself on the computer. On my Mac.
Yep. So check this out. What we can do, right? Now that we know that we got this and we'll go live on YouTube too.
Right.
Is like let's say a portion of our long meetings, right? we got to make sure we keep it PG.
Yeah, we do.
Let me block this out for a quick second. Let's take a 10-second silence. All right, so what we can do during our meetings, being that we have so many that are like super long or whatever, we could actually carve out, let's say, an hour of our meeting and say, all right, y'all, it's time for YouTube. And we go on YouTube that same time every time we go live or on a specific day. And then what we do is we start promoting that particular deal. You get what I'm saying? Because now we are listed as the DJ Information Group Talk Show. So we got a bunch of us in here. We're going to talk about gear. We're going to talk about music, the whole deal. And then different perspectives from all over the country. That covers Said, where he was like, yo, man, I don't want to hear none of the East Coast stuff. I want to talk about the South, so we can get him, to talking about, the artists down there, the DJs down there, Midwest, West Coast, East Coast, of course, and just do it up. What do you guys think? Can you guys hear me?
I'm down for all that, man. I'm down.
I was gonna say, yo, everybody left me.
Look, I was listening to you, but I typed in all. It's all good.
Cool.
I typed in on YouTube. It's all
I
good.
see you too. I see it too. I see it. Yeah.
Chat is open on YouTube, right?
And could you hear me on YouTube?
Yeah. I hear y'all.
Excellent.
It was a little delay Just a little.
Yeah.
Well, that
But
works out. And let me
as you
just
can
type
see, I'm
in.
looking back and forth. So
Let me see. I'm gonna type back to you just to make sure that you can see me. And I typed in cool beans.
I got it.
Awesome. So we can do this right here too.
All right, so I got this.
Yeah, we got the PG.
I got the stream.
So
Awesome.
the DJ Information Group talk show.
We can.
So how long would they let you? Is it a time or?
No, I think we could talk as long as we want. I wouldn't talk
Oh.
more than an hour though.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, you could do Zoom. You could do Zoom as well.
Do what now?
Zoom. Do we have a page on Zoom? I mean, not Zoom. Do we have a page on? Sorry, shit. My mind, my brain. Do we have a
Can't get
page?
right. Can't get right.
Yeah, can't get right. Ching-a-lang, nigga. Ching-a-lang. Do we have a page on Twitch?
No. As a matter of fact, I don't know how we would broadcast to Twitch because in Zoom it doesn't allow you to do nothing but Facebook and YouTube.
Okay, there's a way. I'm gonna have to talk to somebody from Beat.
Let me check it again. Let me just make sure I'm correct about that. I can't see those settings from here. But I think it was just Facebook and YouTube that it allowed.
That's where OBS comes in at.
Yes.
Because Beat Refinery, I've seen it on YouTube, I've seen it on Facebook, and they're definitely on Twitch. And I've bounced from both, from Facebook to Twitch.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can make some happen, man. So this right here, let me see. And
I got you, said. I'm looking at you. I'm trying to, there you go. I'm sending it to you on Facebook now.
I'm trying to figure out how Said is still staying on, and he is. Soon as you turned off your camera, you disappeared. But Said turned off his camera, and he's still on.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened because you.
I didn't turn it off.
Because all I see is your picture right now.
I don't see none on YouTube because I'm looking at it.
Okay, and I see Dream Garden CV. What's good, people? Oh, how y'all doing?
Yeah, when I did it, my picture went off. Mine went off too.
Yes.
I had to redo my YouTube.
Love Dreams. Dreams Garden.
Yeah.
All is well.
We might have to really do this on a regular then.
Yeah, hey, if people gonna pop in, all is well. So what's good? What's the good word? Swerve.
Let's see what happens once I turn my camera off.
B.
So would this be in the group too?
Yeah, thanks.
Yep.
For joining.
OBS would be your best bet to do it from Facebook to here. If you want to create a Twitch account, you can. Yep, my picture's not there. I see nothing. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep, but Said is there.
Yeah, which doesn't make any sense.
So maybe he
froze. Maybe he is froze.
Yeah, it's possible.
Say something in the chat, Said.
It's possible it's frozen instead of he actually. Well, it shows his mic is
muted.
Is not his video, but his mic. Maybe that's what it is. That his picture is frozen, but his mic is off. That's what it is. Because soon as Mike actually turned his video off, he disappeared. But he'll be back here in a few seconds.
Right.
So that works. But this is a really, really good test for the group, man.
So let me mute my mic first. See.
Man, we keep doing this stuff, man. We're gonna be all right. Yep. There you go. I can't hear you though.
I don't see my face on YouTube though.
You popped up real quick and then you disappeared.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, it should be like this, you know. We, you know, what I'm saying, us, we could talk about music, the normal stuff that we've been doing. You know what I mean?
PG. PG.
yeah, that's the thing. Well, you know, you could say what you want on YouTube. We just have to mark the video appropriately, you know, for not for kids.
Right.
So, you know, we could say now, I would just say, you know, because it is going out to the public, that we keep it to a minimum,
Right.
of what we say when it comes to profanity. But overall,
Joe Storm gonna kill that profanity.
yeah. Joe go off, but see the word, you know, Joe's favorite word has now been approved by the FCC because you can break it down into 2 words. So I think he's good now. When he starts getting into, he don't really drop F-bombs that much, so that's a plus. But he loves the shiznai word and also, you know, the double God and then the rest. So but yeah, that'll definitely be good. DJ Big Body, what's up?
Yeah, if we do these, let's say we starting off light, so we do these weekly. What's this? August about to be September soon. I guarantee you by December you'll see how the numbers go up on the YouTube side.
Yeah, I think we could do this.
Talk about the music, and actually to be another thing, all those interviews, you should do it through YouTube too, to get their fans looking.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You're right. You're right. I do too. You
know
yeah, we can do that way. I won't have to go through and upload them. They'll already be there. So
yeah, see, it's already live. I told you, when it comes to all this,
and you don't have to chop nothing up. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing.
But like I said,
this is all live.
It has to be within the same time, and you got to let them know that they have to be punctual and be on time.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to tell a legend, you know, that they need to be on time or whatever.
No, because if we was a radio station, major radio station, they had to, in this program radio, they have to abide by all those things. They have to be in on a certain time. If it's a morning show is on 3-4 hours, whatever it is. They can't just be walking in the last 15 minutes of the show.
You know
well, fortunately, we haven't had anybody that has really done that to us besides like today. And the other ones that have come in, they that call us and they say, hey, well, we did have one, but they were saying they were, of course, in the studio or whatever. But other than that, usually they tell us, because they'll ask me, Square Night, what time do you want to come on? I'd be like, I tell you what, just to be on the safe side, come in like 15 minutes later. That way, everyone is assembled, and then by the time you pop in, we're ready to go. And a lot of them usually just pop in early. Like last night, I wasn't expecting Grandmaster D to pop in as early as he did, because he said he was going to come in at 8:15, but he came in, he hung out, and that was great. And we had Essence. She did the same thing. Daddy-O, we got him on board, right at it was like 2 minutes after. And Grand Wizard Rashim, he was ready to go. So Cutmaster DC, same thing. So we got quite a few out there. We only had a couple hiccups, but that'll get better. And of course, if we stress that, so definitely in my emails to them, I'll make sure that that's the case so that they know.
I mean,
it's going to be live.
It's a live thing. This is live, and it's a time. We under a time restraint, where we trying to do things at an appropriate time.
Yeah. I think that'll
on live. I mean, that's where it's going to be at. That's probably where the problem's going to be at. Doing a spin-a-thon live. Otherwise, it would be a good run.
Yeah, now I'm not sure that I would take the spinathons out to a live like this. For just because
They're
if
gonna
you
mute it, ain't it?
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Because if we take the
Oh yeah,
spinathon out because it's a full stream,
yeah, that's
if
right.
we take it out, they're gonna possibly if they try to block, let's say you're playing and you get blocked, once you
Oh,
get
black.
blocked, the
Yeah,
whole thing is gonna be blocked.
yeah,
So and if we at least do that, then we can at least chop it up
right.
and as individual videos, and then we'll just upload those. The work for that is, I'd rather do that just to make sure that we are able to just if we got 16 videos and one gets blocked as opposed to all 16 getting blocked, that's that. I don't mind that at all. And I'm gonna hit the record button on this side just to see what this is looking like from this side too, because I got recording and live on YouTube right now as another test.
I'm
And
gonna log in on my computer so I can put my phone down.
yeah, so this is all right. Afternoon chat, the DJ Information Group talk show. So now we got to let me see. We come up with something. The DJ Information Group talk show, where we have a panel of DJs. We come together. We talk about equipment. We talk about music. We talk about everything pertaining to the culture and the history. So we're glad to have you here joining us for this event. And thank you. Please make sure that you have any comments or questions or whatever. Please put them in the chat box. And from there, we will definitely do our best to respond as quickly as possible because we want you to be part of the conversation as well. So, on that note, we'll just say we'll start by welcoming the DJs that are here. We'll go as I see them on my screen. We got my man out of H-Town, and this is DJ Big Said. DJ Big Said, what's up? Can you introduce yourself real quick?
What's up? What's up?
All right. So we got DJ Big Said. Then we got DJ Mike L. Can you introduce yourself real quick?
What's good, everybody? This is your boy DJ Mike L. by way of Maryland. How everybody doing?
All right. All right. And then we got my man out of the BX over there. And he always tells you right off the bat, there's only one of him. So my man Swerve Hits, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? You know what I'm
Cool.
saying? Definitely follow me on that IG, you know what I'm saying? Swerve Hits. And welcome. You know what I'm saying? Straight from NYC BX all day, every day. Get it.
Cool beans. And then I got my man. I know he gets tired of me saying this, but I can't help myself. He's the one that goes from the up and up, from the top to the bottom and bottom to the up on the Eastern Seaboard. My man DJ I-95. What's up?
What up, everybody? What up? What up?
All right. So we're sitting here today. We're working with YouTube. We're just checking it out. The DJ Information Group talk show. As I said before, it's about us coming together, a group and a panel of DJs where we come together. We talk about, of course, equipment. We talk about music. We talk about the culture. We talk about the history because our group is designed to make sure that we teach, learn, share, and uplift the DJs, the artists, the promoters, the engineers, the producers, everyone in the group, hosts. We want to make sure that everyone gets the information, and we want to make sure that we're able to learn from everybody. And by doing that, that creates a massive fellowship that we can just really enjoy and take to and look forward to every time we do meet. So on that note, we have a couple of things that we're going to talk about today, and one of those things is the Reign 70. Now, the Reign, and I'll put the Reign 72 in there as well. So we got the Reign 70, the Reign 72. As you see behind me, this is my real equipment, and I have the Scratch, the Numark Scratch. Great mixer. Everything's good with that. But I said, you know what? Let me get with another mixer as well, because of other places I've been. You walk in there and they got these big, beautiful mixers in there, and it looks nothing like my Scratch, which is totally awesome. And we will definitely talk about that a little bit later. So I decided to order the 70, and I ordered it right around the time that the Mark II versions come out for the 12 and the 72. And guess what? Now my stuff is back ordered. What's going on with that? Swerve, what's your take on that?
Well, yeah, it's back order, but so if you want to get the Mark II 72, go ahead. I bet you'll get that real soon. You know, um, I guess they still, like it's a brand new. The 70's basically brand new. As I said before, the 72, all they need to do is to take the Mark One, change out the front panel on the 72, and they can ship those out like water. I'm sure they got a whole bunch of those on deck, more than the 70s. So you might be another month or two waiting for that 70, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm really hoping that they would not rebadge something and then send it to me. But that possibility is always there, but hopefully not. You know, in with this equipment nowadays, there's so much equipment out there that I've seen, and they all have like really subtle changes. There's not been anything that's been like super, like overwhelmingly like, oh my God, this is really surprising me, but there have been a couple things that have come out, like we were talking about the, what is that? The SC 6000. And that 6000, that looks like a promising unit. What's your thoughts on that, Michael?
You know,
I think he's muted. What's your thoughts on this word?
Right, buddy. Well, until Michael unmutes himself, pretty awesome as far as forward thinking and technology. Which I said to you guys, I think many months ago or a year, I predict that all the gear will be going in that standalone way. The computer, as far as using your laptop, they pretty much putting that within the gear, whether it's through the mixer or through the decks, whether it's the turntables or even the controller. So all of one is going to be the way of the future. And right now, Denon and even Rain and a little bit of Pioneer as well, they're already in that the testing phase of seeing how everybody can deal with all of that. They're not just throwing it all at you at once. They're giving people time to gravitate to the new technology, the new way. But as far as the SC6000, from what I see, I haven't touched it yet. I haven't messed around with it yet. But from my research and what I see, dope unit does multiple things. Just one unit, just one deck by itself. You can play it like it's two decks. It has the you could put a hard drive underneath it, like an SSD, or and it has USB in the front and back. So it has multiple different features. A big 10-inch something screen, an 8.1-inch, and this is the one that's the motorized one with the Serato type vinyl, 8-inch 0.1 vinyl. Dope. I mean, from what I see, you get the CDJ turntable feel. So it's pretty dope.
So, I-95. What do you think the take is on that? Like Swerve, said that in terms of the predictions of more standalone units and everything. How difficult do you think it's going to be for us to be like, we're giving up our laptops, even though we don't, we can still connect them. But for the most part, the premise behind this equipment is so that we don't have to use that. What is your take on that?
I think it'll work out. It's just what programs will that come with, basically. If we're not using the computer, all right. Who's doing it? Record Box? No. Record Box is one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like with Denon has their own,
Yeah, they
Right.
got their own
their
engine.
Prime software.
They got their
Uh,
own. So right now, Rekordbox got theirs, and Denon got theirs. Which still you able to put, virtual DJ with it and Serato and things like that. So they are working it in there, but I know these companies are trying to get their own software to work with it as well. So you basically, I know we paying a big price on this stuff, and it costs a lot. Um, but you're getting the software with it. So it's not like, just think about you buying a piece of gear and you might have to either buy the full version of whatever other gear if it doesn't come with it. So you're basically getting everything when you buy the unit, you're getting the software too, and you could pretty much, plug and play. Plug and play. And I say we'll see in 2021. I say maybe by 2023, definitely before 2025. I see all of them being standalone or hybrids, what I should say, hybrid. Standalone with the computer if you want to go that route still.
Yeah,
What do you think about the Bluetooth setup, though?
Hmm?
How do y'all feel about the Bluetooth setup? Like, y'all remember when I posted a video in the group? There's the whole Bluetooth setup.
I mean, that's a lot of different interference. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna, in time, make it a way where it's gonna be something they're gonna name it Bluetooth something. It's gonna be something else technology that it can't interfere. Nothing around can interfere. And yes, like wires are gonna be a thing of the past in the future. Wires are gonna definitely be possibly a thing of the past. I say probably that's another 10-year thing to me. Probably around 2030, it'd be nothing, all wireless equipment, everything wireless.
yeah, I agree with that. And in terms of the Bluetooth, there's always been that 30-foot restriction for a long time, but I'm quite sure they will incorporate somehow some type of just like they do with a lot of the Wi-Fi equipment where they have some type of a range extender. I'm quite sure they will come up with something for Bluetooth devices to have a built-in extender inside of them that would, make the next piece give it that 30 or high, unless they can create that extend that distance or whatever. So we'll see how that all goes. And then of course, there's an interference factor there. So it'll be really interesting to see how they do it. I know that they have really been working on different ways to transmit audio. And just as one of one of the other DJs, DJ Dave G has said before, this new protocol that's come out. It's been out for a little bit, but it's called Dante. And what Dante allows us to do is, instead of us having all these different cables to connect your gear to, now you can link them with an Ethernet cable. So just imagine sending your audio through an Ethernet cable the size, or just a little bit size of a oversized telephone cord, instead of having to have all of these big fat cords and things of that nature. So I could see it going that way. That's why you have a lot of equipment today that actually have those Ethernet looking ports on the back, and they call them links,
Yeah.
because that's the next wave. That's the next wave of it.
And that's what the 6000 has.
It has a link, and that is there for the Dante technology. So instead of having all those cables and everything, you're going to run an Ethernet cable, Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7. That's going to transmit everything through that one cable, which means that you have now extended your distance, because with an Ethernet cable, you have 110 meters. That's a long way, bro. That's over 300 something feet, 330 something feet. So And I don't know too many pieces of equipment for a DJ where we need to be 330 something pieces away from our 330 something feet away from our gear. But just knowing that we have that capability is going to be a beautiful thing for us.
Yeah, I mean that's what is that's the future. Now, question to y'all: is it I mean we talked about Pioneer and Pioneer seemed like they got something up their sleeve coming soon, but what what is something like what's the most craziest idea y'all have that can be added as far as equipment? We talked about the wireless equipment possibly being definitely being a thing in the future, and we talked about the standalone equipment being standalone. But what is something just picking your brains if it could be created? Um, what is something you would like to see in gear or something to happen within gear within the future, whether it's a mixer or CDJ controller, whatever it is, turntable, whatever.
We had this discussion. I would like to see the NS7 again. Even though they're no longer building them, but that's what I would love to see. The NS7.
But I'm talking about like technology wise, what would you if you can create your own mixer, your own setup, even speakers, if you could create your own setup, how would it be, look, and design and technology? What all it would entail?
It's nothing out there I can say. I mean, the standalone controller and you could throw a hard drive in it. That would be the only thing. There's already a controller out there with it. Now, I can't say this. Now, if it has spinning platters, yes, standalone controller with the screen. What is it? 4 to 8 pads and spinning platters, and you can put your own hard drive in it with Serato. That would be a lovely.
Yeah, I like the spinning platters idea. That's where I really salute Newmark for their line of spinning platter products. Um, Alongside of that, everything that I would look for in a piece of gear, the effects, the performance pads, all that stuff is already there. Um, I'm not too big on, a controller that has the screen on it because I'm so attached to my notebook, but I know I'll have to break away from that because, like you say, standalones are gonna have it, and it's not a bad thing. Um, but personally, if I had to think of anything, I think that they need to take all this new gear and take it back to how it was to make it really stand alone. And when I think about that, I start thinking about like the Newmark Mixed Deck Quad, where you had the CD drives, you had the flash drives, you can hook up a tablet to it, everything if you wanted to. But if you didn't have anything but two speakers and that mixed deck quad, you didn't need anything else. You didn't need no laptop. You didn't need anything. And I just happened to own that particular controller. And I played full 4 and 5 hour sets with 64 gig flash drives. And what I really enjoyed about it too is that basically all I needed was one flash drive because I could plug it into deck A and it would actually read on deck A and B. So that was beautiful. And just being able to do that, that just lessens the gear or the amount of stuff that a DJ has to take. So in terms of the standalone, it's been there. Newmark really, really did it a while back. I bought that unit back in 2014, 2015, I think it was. And the first 6 months that I had that unit, all the gigs that I did them standalone. No laptop, no anything. just so that I can get used to the unit before I broke out Serato, even though it came with Serato Lite. Never use it until 6 months later. So, there's plus and minuses to all of it. But I wish that there was a way that they can do it. That's why I was I kind of like the 6000 because it allows you to plug in the flash drive so that you can do that. But just imagine, I know the CD thing is going to be is pretty much dead. But for those few times that you're at a gig and you actually need a CD player, that would be awesome to have instead of having to take a separate unit like I do with my NDX 500.
Now, one thing nobody has said, it just popped in my head, and I want to know if y'all thought about it. Okay, with these the 6000, right? So you get the flash drive, right? So, and I don't think they have the technology yet with them. For videos, can you play videos off the 6000? We know it can play audio, but the visual on the standalone side, we know that the mic is off. I swear not.
You talking about like on the screens?
Well, yeah, like off the screen, but also projected to the audience. We know that like Virtual DJ does it. We know Serato does it. So putting that on those things, even does Rekordbox does it, right? But just putting that over there for video, so you can actually play your videos too. You got some people that do video DJ, and a lot of people do video DJing as well as the audio. So the visual thing is definitely a whole nother level. But if that can happen, or is they coming with that, we don't know as of yet. But that's something that right there would probably be like, whoa, that is nice.
Yeah, I know for a little bit VDJs were really, really hot.
Not anymore.
It still is. It's just not as big as it used to be.
Yeah, because rest in peace, a member of this group that was like really doing it, and that's all he did. That my man Paz, he was the VDJ of this group. Like that's all he did, and he talked to us about the video and how if there was something like that could be, that would be awesome. Miss Official, what's up? What's up? So just knowing something like that would be cool. And having something like that, or having a whole unit that's totally designed for the VDJ. You know what I mean? That would be tight, Just think about a super fast processor that you load your videos on a hard drive, you connect it under the bottom, you're able to select and you're able to mix your videos on the fly from your hard drive, and then it's got the fastest processors that allows for you to connect to a projector or directly to a projector or something like that, so that you can put them out that way. Or this is me going crazy now.
Well, that's what I asked. Like,
this is me going totally crazy right now. Imagine if this controller was like this, and you pressed a button, and like a 8-inch or a 10-inch screen popped up, but it's a projector, a built-in projector that projects out, and it projects out at least 50 feet and will give you a real nice image. And it's designed for rear projection. So you could literally do two things, especially with this pandemic thing going on. You could literally play behind the screen. social distancing like a mug, my brothers.
Well, you're talking like basically how they do with the people that like the artists that's passed on and doing their own whole virtual. That can happen too.
Yeah, yeah,
That like is like you actually seeing. So like let's say playing a Biggie joint or a pop video or whatever, but they like on the dance floor or something like the whole video. That's next level right there. Like people seeing that, they be like, oh snap. It's like they really did. But
yeah.
they not. You know what I mean? That I mean that technology is already out there for the people on stage, but wait till that be something us the regular consumers can have.
Yeah, man, that would be tight.
That would be a game changer. Now imagine having that at a wedding. Oh, I want to hear
Mhm.
such and such and such Frank Sinatra. I want to play Frank Sinatra song. Now you project Frank Sinatra singing right there on a dance floor. How many people you gonna wow doing that?
Yeah, man, something like that would be like truly amazing. And when it comes to just the type of package that you could offer, oh man, that would be top dollar kind of situation that people would pay for. You know what I mean? Just off the mere fact that they could say that they literally had that individual, in a sense, virtually, you know, brought from wherever they are, if they're deceased, brought them back, whatever, just to be there. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, while that individual, while you're projecting that image there, let's say on the dance floor or whatever, they're able to stand around them and actually snap a photo, because people love photo ops. You know what I'm saying? That right there. Mm.
Gotta ask Fisher the question now. She came in at the wrong time. Well, she came in a little late. Let me not say.
Well, before you do that, let official introduce you on live on YouTube, so the world is seeing. So introduce yourself, tell them where you're from, just real short, brief. And you guys your question. Go ahead, official.
Well, my name is DJ Ms. Official. Uh, New York, upstate New York. My bad. Um, and I'm a female DJ. Not many of us, but I'm one of them. So, hey world.
Not far. Go ahead. Ask your question.
Hey, what again? You got that mask on. I can't understand anything you saying.
No, I said not far. Go ahead. Ask the question.
Oh, no, I was telling you to answer the question about the controller. If you could, matter of fact, I'll do it. If you could create your own controller, no matter what it is, the craziest controller you can create, what would you want on?
I like my SX3, but I like the platters that come on the SRT. I've been, I like them big platters, and it gives you, you can put the pressure on it. So if I had to combine two, it would be the SRT and the SX3 together. That would be my controller.
And what are some of the other craziest things that you would think of that you would really want? If you could add it in there, what would be like the craziest addition you would add? What would you put in there?
Give me some lights built into it so I could just have,
Have a light show, huh?
Yeah, baby.
I feel you. I feel
Give
you.
me a light show. That saved me some money on buying all these lights.
I feel
I
you.
got a good 8 lights, so that would save me a lot of money on them things.
I feel you on that.
That would be perfect.
Has anybody tried those Newmark speakers?
Which ones? The light waves?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got them. I got them in there. I got them hooked up to my Alexa in my thing, and I actually DJ'd with them for almost like a year. They got great sound, man, especially in smaller rooms.
Okay.
Maybe 50 people or less. They kick. They got 6 tweeters in. They got six woofers in them. Not woofers, yeah, but speakers in them. Uh-huh. They work good. They put out good bass, good highs. So they do pretty good. And the light show is just a plus. So it definitely works good. And I use them, like I say, I use them for about a year. And I got them in my bonus room. I use them for my Alexa. And of course, my granddaughter, she loves when she's playing the music and the lights are just jumping all over the place.
Do you think they could do something better with them?
With the Newmark lights, if they personally, I think if they went to a larger format,
Mhm.
like a 12, and did the same thing, 12-inch speaker, and did that, oh man, I think that would be tight. I think that would be tight, and have it to where it would project, and maybe at the top of the speaker have like a laser that would project out. That would be that would be great. That would be great. Because see, like we had a conversation before, 50% of a DJ's job is visuals. And of course, we keep them on the floor, we do what we got to do or whatever, but also we got to remember there's a big part to the visuals, which is why we take out lights. And we have them pointing to certain areas of the room and all of that. So when you can get the lights built into the speakers and they are projecting properly, oh man, that's major. Because like Miss Official said, that's less you have to buy in the way of separate units. You get a good sounding speaker that also can project lights. Yeah, that's why the Gig Bar Flex was so attractive, because you could take the Gig Bar Flex and put it on your speaker stand and then put your speaker on top of that. So the Gig Bar Flex sat in the middle of your speaker stand, just above your scrim and below your speaker. So it just gave that full effect of that whole unit, which was great. So I would think it would be a great, great thing to have. But, at least 50% of a DJ's job is visuals. And just think about it. You got some terrible DJs out there. They get gigs and they're quote unquote rocked it because of what their setup did. You get what I'm saying? They played some music, but because people were like feeling the lights and because you got a lot of people that when they hire DJs, sometimes they just want to feel the party mood. And what is the biggest thing as far as the party mood? Lights and movements and all that. They feel like they're in a club scene when you're doing that. And you get that, you combine that particular element along with Liquid Courage, and then boom, they done had a great time, and you done played the same song 5 times. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of them joints. So that's where the visuals would definitely
I've
come
seen
into play.
DJs spend close to $3,000 on lights.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lights.
I've done it myself. I know I've spent at least $1,000. I spent at least, well, actually, let me correct that. I got about $2,500 myself worth of lights.
Yeah, I've lost count.
Yeah, because I got 32 par lights that I got from Amazon. Those were the cheaper ones that they cost me like $500-$600. Then I got 6 par slim par 56s. I have a Gig Bar 2. I have 2 of the IRC in lights, separate in lights. I have 2 lasers, and I have a bubble spiral light. And I got one other type of light. And just those last 4 lights that I mentioned, they cost me like $150 a piece. So that's $600 worth of lights there. The Gig Bar was like $500. And then my slim pars, they were like $500. And then the other ones were like $600 or something. So easily $2,500 somewhere up in there. It's very easy to do, all in the name of visuals. And then when you come to the videos, or even a DJ that doesn't really do video, but they may put TVs out there. That's the other thing, you know. I have 3 TVs,
What size?
32s. I didn't want to carry something too big, but I wanted to carry something where people at least were attracted to it enough to see the images. But I didn't want the focus to be on the image, because then people come up and stand in front of your stuff, and next thing you know, they falling into your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just something to just kind of give them that image, big enough to where they can see the video or whatever it is, and then they can continue to enjoy themselves. Because I found out, I went to one deal where this guy had all 50s, and it was like super overwhelming, man. And I was like, 50s, man. Oh my God. And then another DJ said the sweet spot is 40s, but and if I do, I may try a couple 40s, but I've not really seen a DJ playing with 40s. So but we'll see. But the 32s
40
work good
what?
for me. 40-inch TVs.
Oh,
So,
got you.
oh yeah, we got my man DJ Joe Storm on here right now. So Joe Storm, just want to let you know that you are on the DJ Information Group talk show live on YouTube. And we are
Hey,
sitting here and
what's
we're
up,
talking about
Lilo?
gear. So in order for you to show up right now, you need to show your video, you know, just so that you can say hello. And then also, you know, so tell us about who you are and where you're from. And then we'll ask you the same question that we ask all the DJs thus far that have popped in.
I am D. Joe Storm, Baltimore, Maryland. I am the #1 soul brother and Baltimore's #1 DJ in the building. Let me see. I've been DJing a little over 20 years. I play all different types of music. I love to play music, pretty much. That's it.
Cool beans. So I-95, well, I'll let I-95 share with you what we were talking about in terms of the question wise.
All right, Joe, what is, if you had to create your own controller or turntable, whatever it is, what would you do to it? Don't care how crazy it is. What would you do to it?
Oh, ask the question one more time. You faded out a little bit.
I said, if you had a chance to create it,
Oh,
one.
hold up, y'all. Go outside my building. There we go.
All right. I said, if you had a chance to create your own controller, turntable, mixer, speaker, no matter how crazy it is, what would you put on it, technology wise or anything else?
It probably would be a mixer, and the mixer would be a straight up standalone mixer. I mean, I know there's some ideas is already out there, but yeah, it would be a standalone mixer with the ability to do everything, you know. And I mean, what I mean everything is you can play music with the mixer without having spinning platters. You can put a hard drive in the mixer to play, you know, be able to play your music, and you can have any of the DJ software inside of it. And it would be either made by, I would want it either made by Rain or Pioneer. And let me see, what else would I add to it? I don't know if anything else I would add to it. Oh, it would have the ability to go online. And also it can actually also change you can use it to change into a beat machine, a full-fledged beat machine. Almost like, oh, actually, I would have a mixer made by Roland.
Mm.
I would have Roland to create the whole mixer. Yep, that's what I would do. And it would have integration with different, like you can actually create a beat with the mixer. You can DJ with the mixer, and you can do production with this same mixer.
Will it have not necessarily today's technology, but future? I'm talking. Will it have Bluetooth technology, but a futuristic next level?
It will have definitely next level. I really wouldn't do Bluetooth, because Bluetooth can be shaky at times unless they
I'm talking
improve
about
that.
next level. Next level. Now we're not thinking of today's Bluetooth.
Oh yeah. It would definitely have. It would be wireless.
It might be something different, like when we was talking about Dante. You know what Dante is, like the Ethernet type of connection.
Oh yeah, the connection. Yeah. Yeah, it would definitely have, all the futuristic stuff in it. And of course, like I said, it would be wireless, the whole machine. It will have like an infinite strong connection. And I would do something where if you had to use a cable, it would be a new type of cable that would come with it, which would be like a special material, fiber optic cable. I would do something like that.
You know, one thing that none of us have said.
What's that?
Like, okay, you know what I'm saying, you know how we do outdoor events, and especially the time that we live in, nobody said like battery life, like instead of non-power, like the speakers, like how we got the speakers that can last just like the Prom Go, that can last for, what I'm saying, what's the hours on that? Like 6 hours, maybe 8 hours, whatever.
No, it was less than, maybe almost, well, 4. That's it, 4 hours.
Yeah, they said that the Prime is 4 hours, and then what are those? The Alto speakers or something like that is 12 hours. But
yeah. What's the name is the ones that I got, the JBL compact ones. Those are 12 hours battery life.
Yeah. See, the only thing that scares me about batteries is, for example, it is designed for you to be outside. Of course, I'm quite sure. Hopefully, they have some type of chamber that actually reflects some heat. But heat is one of the worst enemies as it relates to batteries, because if you can do this test right here, you could take a brand new battery fully charged and put it outside. As a matter of fact, I know you guys have done this before. Have you ever been driving in your car with a fully charged phone and sit it in your dash and let the heat hit it, and without it being plugged in, and the heat will literally drain your battery at almost double the rate, because it's trying its best to keep the battery keep the phone at a regulated temperature.
My phone shut off. I can't say shut off, but it did a warning.
Yeah.
I was doing a gig, and I just put my phone on the table, and I was listening. I was watching one of the Zooms y'all was having. Just put my phone on the table, and the sun was beaming on it. Everything, it was in a case and everything. It gave me a warning. It will not. You gotta take it out the heat. It's too hot. It's too much going on. So I stopped Zoom because it was just, my phone was overheating. Yeah.
Or let's say something like solar. Let's say like a solar panel setup with sun, and it stores energy within your gear.
Yeah, that would be interesting there. I wonder what that would be like in terms of weight and the extra stuff that you would have to carry. But that would be interesting to have, even have a solar situation like that.
I can see that being a future.
Oh yeah, I can definitely see it for sure. Anything to make things more portable, I could definitely see that happening. So And it looks like we got another DJ that popped on here.
G.
Want to welcome you to the
Jizzle.
DJ Information Group Talk Show. My man, DJ Baby G. What's up, my man? Tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
DJ Baby G, out here in Colorado Springs, current state manager for Fleet DJs Colorado. You know, work for the federal government. I'm on lunch right now, so I said, kept seeing notifications. So let me see what they're doing. So
we on YouTube live too. We on live. Yeah. There's a lot of people watching.
I know. I got 3 computers. I'm at work. I'm teleworking today, so I see it all. I see it all. This is what I do every day. Computers.
So in the conversation that you have heard us talking about, you know, we've been talking about gear, of course, and on the show we talk about gear, we talk about music, we talk about, you know, of course, the culture and history and so on and so forth. But, you know, Swerve brought up the question, and then we have appointed I-95 to be the MC for this. So he's going to ask you the question as well.
All right. No matter what it is, controller, mixer, turntable, speakers, think of something that you would love to put on it, no matter how crazy it is.
So basically, you need your own ultimate DJ setup, gear, with everything from
all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles, no matter how far-fetched it sounds, futuristic it may be.
2030. We talking 2040.
I have already designed multiple things, but I drew out a schematic and a design for full DJ production, broadcast, stream, graphics, and I practice it now, where I'm taking the computer, and you hear people, oh, I'm only gonna buy a Mac to put 1 or 2 pieces of DJ software on. So I go out and buy computers, max them out in RAM, resources and stuff, and put everything that's in a recording studio, a graphic studio, a video studio, and a DJ setup into a laptop. I push them until they break, because I came up with the idea from owning an Open Labs Miko, which is a computer inside of a music production system. But as you grow in DJ, you want 7-inch or 12-inch platters. That's why Technics made the 7-inch ones, Biz Markie have. So to build a controller or a DJ configuration where you can do your work no matter where you go. If that's with you, you don't have to give up your production, your graphics, your business, contracts, anything. You will be fully mobile, and then you have a pop-up portable scanner or a pop-up portable. You have all the latest technology, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Ethernet, Dante's, and it won't conflict. And the way you do that is you have different profiles for your different functions that you're doing. And everything is already in front of us. So you take the best of both worlds, and you don't limit yourself. You don't be limited to just being a Mac person or a PC. Now you can interact with anybody. So you have all the functionality, and you're never limited. And you think about, if you got a laptop that will support 10, 12, a dozen micro SD slots, that's 12 terabytes of music in the palm of your hand. You can walk around with 1.5 terabytes of space on a phone now. So why not that be one of your mobile DJ solutions, wedding receptions or whatever? So get into the aeronautical field and space field at these ultra high life solar recharged battery solutions. That would be your battery format, that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I think about and draw ideas out. So everything y'all said previous to me coming on that I heard, that's what I do. I combine ideas like that. and then you future proof it by not restricting or soldering parts. You future proof it by allowing your customers to grow and expand their configuration the way that they want to, because everybody's pocketbook is different. So that's my take on it for now.
Cool beans.
Do you think because we talked about it earlier, do you think the gear will be standalone without using the computer? Meaning the gear itself has its own computer all in it, all in one?
We already did that, Swerve, in the production world. Keyboard, workstation, MPCs, specialized computers to do one function.
I'm talking about being a standard. That's they gonna push away from the PCs and the Mac, and
eventually
you're already doing it, but it being the standard.
Eventually, it's gonna be many computers, many supercomputers with artificial intelligence. You're starting to see it right now. Cloud storage, so somebody, and if you got the resources to get into that, that's another market. You know, you're gonna be able to do your data recovery locally and externally, as well as to a cloud solution somewhere. That way, they were talking about it on another DJ group, Crate Diggers, how they're doing integration with all these different record pools and cloud solutions, where you just show up at your next gig. If you're a traveling DJ, log in and use whatever equipment they got, because all your music and data is in the cloud. You just log in and go. So that's already here also. It's coming faster than people realize.
That's yeah, I know about some of that, and I've heard some of the stuff pertaining to that. But me, I'm still that old school nervous guy. You know, even though I am a technology guy, 31 years, man. I do not shy away from technology. But I also know how technology can treat you. And
I agree with you. I'm right there with you.
you know, I'm a firm believer that, you know, the solution is out there and I will definitely use it. But you best believe I'm gonna have a backup solution ready to go to continue to do my work, because I've seen it too many times where something is offered and it sounds super good, super duper good.
It's too good because most people don't have the resources in their laptops and in their hardware to support being connected and having somebody always digging into your hard drive or pulling resources because of the ping requests and all of the tech stuff that me and you know. And for the others that are tech savvy, a lot of people buy an $1,800 mixer but a $200 laptop.
Good point. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, I look forward to the technology changes. I look forward to everything, and hopefully some of our quote unquote dreams and visions will definitely, some of them have already come to fruition. I know there's going to be a lot more that will in days and times, because there is this thing called AI out there. And one of the things that along with artificial intelligence happens is it's being incorporated more and more into every piece of gear that is made out there for humans to use, to not only per se make your life easier, but also to at the same time obtain data about you, and that's the intelligence piece to it. So but you know, in a combination there is it's like a handshaking deal. It can be good, it could be bad, but we won't know until we get to that threshold. And the more we move towards that, of course, the more reviews, the more information we will learn, more information that we will definitely spread to make sure that we're headed in the right direction with it. But it's good to know that we have some dreamers, including myself, to where we have some, and I won't say dreamers, I'll say visionaries. That's a better word. Visionaries, because if it's something that you see that can happen or something like that, you just never know. You may be able to, at one point in your life, step into that arena to where you can say, you know what, let me contact these people. Let me patent this joint first and contact these people and tell them, look, add these few things. Because like all some of these little simple things that happen, these updates or whatever, there's somebody that's on a team somewhere that's going, you know what, after, let's take this to R&D. They take it to R&D, and then it becomes something that they're like, okay, this is feasible, and then it happens. So just just never know, man. Just never know. And we're in that arena where we see things change all the time. Nearly every month, something is coming up, something is changing, something is on its way. And we are privy to that a lot of times in what we do in the culture and for the culture. So interesting stuff. We have been online now for a little over, actually 70 minutes we've been online. So we will close out here shortly, but I'm going to go around and see if there's any last words you guys got, or thoughts on technology, music, anything that's going on today that we should talk about, because we're going to actually,
I'm not gonna
next
touch down
show,
with cyber.
the next show, we're definitely going to talk about, take some of these topics and talk about them as well and go from there. So Joe Storm, what's your thoughts?
I like the way technology is moving. The funny thing about it is, I don't like the fact that it's the sandbag situation where they just kind of slow walking. It's like, I don't like the companies that they can do something else, but they give you like feed you little bird food, a little bit at a time. And sometimes they end up giving you the same thing, just a different color and a couple of other features, instead of giving you something that can really kind of change your thought process. Like a lot of things were already predestined, but they finally give it to you, but you already know about it. So that's the only thing I wish that would change with technology. You're gonna give it to me, but I know it's a marketing thing and a money situation, but I see things. So that's my only wish, that things wouldn't be so slow.
Gotcha. So before we let you go,
That's it.
please share your social media with everybody.
Oh, sure. I could be found on Facebook. My regular page is Joseph Henderson, but I also have a group fan page, DJ Joe Storm. I can be found on Instagram at DJ_Joe_Storm. The same is for Twitch. YouTube is DJ Joe Storm. And my Mixcloud is mixcloud.com/DJ Joe Storm. Those are my social media. You can follow me on any of those platforms.
Cool beans. Then we got DJ Swerve Hits. Your thoughts, last thoughts, and then your social media.
I'm gonna open up another can, but I guess I'm gonna leave it with this. This is what we can dive into next topic. I'm kind of worried about. I think I will always love music, but I'm kind of worried about the way DJ is going. And what I'm saying by that is, with all this technology, and you kind of said it, that made me spark this this thing in my head when you talked about AI. And we all know that they are making machines and making stuff that's human-like to take over human roles in life. And I do feel, which they basically have it out now, I'm sure Baby G knows this, that they do have the robots and just that to do the jobs that we normally do. They have it where they have the robot that can DJ. Shoot, they got the robot that can shoot 3-pointers from the three and can't miss. You know what I'm saying? So sooner than you think, I'll say maybe less than 10 years before 2030 that they might have that person. And then clients, how these clients are, they're gonna go with that instead of going with us. You
Yeah.
know, so that's a whole nother topic though. But I just gonna leave that right there. But as far as what's going on right now, present day, with technology, I love it and I hate it. I can't say I love technology 100%. So it's a love-hate thing. I'm sure Square now you understand what I'm saying. Everybody up here,
Oh, yeah.
G,
Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying. Joe definitely know what I'm saying because we talk about it all the time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, that's just where it is with that as far as all of this, what's going on. And yeah, it's very expensive. It seems like year after year it gets more expensive and more expensive and more expensive. It's like, damn, you can't even sit 5 years or 10 years with your gear no more. It's like the cell phone industry, and it's not cheap at all. But that's my take. I'm saying y'all can follow me on IG. You know what I'm saying? Swerve Hits, SWRVHITTZ. That's on Facebook as well. On Twitter is DA, the real DJ Swerve. And YouTube, Swerve World on YouTube. And yeah, look out. I got quite a few things coming out. I got a couple of projects coming out real soon before the year is out on a production tip. And I just can't wait for the world to hear what's coming.
Cool beans. DJI95, closing comments and your social media.
All right, closing comment. Right now, with the pandemic going on and everything else in the world, live stream is the new reality television. So I see a lot more people doing live streams. So it's the only thing we can do right now. Social media handles DJI95 on deck on Instagram, Twitter, DJI95 on YouTube, DJI95 on Bandcamp, DJI95 on Mixcloud, if I call it correctly. Basically, just type in Google search DJI95. You'll be able to find me.
Cool beans. DJ Baby G. Closing comments and also your social media. Unmute yourself.
All right. Closing comments. Technology is a curse only if you allow it to be a curse. Streaming, as Adnan said, individuals, no matter what industry you're in, you need to work on your video presentation and your audio quality, hands down. Without that, you're nothing. Don't be afraid to say you don't know. So people need to educate themselves, whether it's through groups, coalitions, individually, one-on-one training. Make the investment in yourself. So when you come to a team, you're an asset instead of a liability. You can reach me at IG, DJ Baby G70. Travel light, love and respect, G.
Yes, yes. All right. And then we got DJ Miss Official. Closing comments and your social media.
Closing comments. I'm a young person in this game, so I came into it with technology, so I'm always ready to see what the new technology is that's gonna come out with this DJ in life. Some things I probably won't like, but I'm always ready to see what's new. I'm always open to it. So I'm always ready for it. And everybody just stay safe out here during this pandemic. If you are DJing, just be safe. That's all I can really say about it. Social media is DJ Miz Official, MIZZ, across all platforms: Facebook, IG, and Twitter. And that's about it.
Cool beans, cool beans. We got DJ Mike L. Closing
Hey, what up?
comments and your social media and put your video back on so we can see you.
I'm in a.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead on and do your closing comments and your comments and your social media.
Well, I like everything y'all said, but that AI stuff it's gonna be a long journey. So the technology part, I'm down with all that. But like Joe Storm said, don't keep giving me some equipment and just putting one or two new knobs on. You know, you just sold me the same thing I bought last week. But you can find me on Facebook, Michael King, Mike Leon. IG is DJ Mike L39. You can catch me on the platform.
Cool beans. And DJ Big said, do you got any closing comments or anything? Let me check in the chat here. Let me see if you have anything, any closing comments in your social media. I think he was a little wrapped up, but wanted to make sure I offered the opportunity to him. But you can also catch Big Said at Cedric Westbrook on Facebook for sure. He's out of H-Town, and he is actually in the medical profession for the VA, so he is a little tied up. But I will go like this when it comes to technology. Technology is one of those things where we have it, we can't avoid it, and all we can do is embrace it. There are a lot of things about technology that we won't like. There's a lot of things we will like about technology. Technology can bring happiness. Technology can bring fear for what it can do and what you don't want it to do. So just keep that in mind, especially when we mention things as artificial intelligence, which has been spoken about over several decades, but has slowly but surely become more of a reality, just as Swerve Hits himself said, and he brings up a good point, and we will definitely talk about the topic of imagine if a robot was actually your DJ, vice one of us doing the DJing, and what that would look like. So that's going to be our topic for the next show. And we're going to step into a whole big conversation, I know, with that. But I will say this, and that is learn all you can. Try to learn something new every day. Hone in on your craft, make sure you practice, and stay focused on what you're doing, and fellowship with your next DJ. Learn from each other and build with each other so that we can keep this culture alive and well, and then move from there. My social media on IG is, of course, Real DJ Square Knot, but everywhere else like Twitter, Facebook, Mixcloud, YouTube, it's all DJ Square Knot. So we want to thank you again. I know Rod Flash would have loved to have been here, but he is at work as well. So salute to him. Salute to all the DJs and all the artists and all the members of the DJ Information Group. Hopefully we'll have more of you on in future sessions. But for now, we will just say have a great day and enjoy yourself, and we'll move from there. So take care.